Hey everybody, welcome back to Big Ambitions. I do hope you're having a great day today. If we take a look at the rival screen, you can see that Gung Ho here, Mr. Go, he did the same thing Ingrid did a little while back. I don't understand the AI's logic in closing really successful businesses. Like, I don't know why they are just deciding to get rid of things that are making them a ton of money. But he was at 6.5 million, and then the very next day, his income is down to 5.6 million. He effectively erased $900,000 worth of weekly income, just straight up erased it in one day. And I don't know why they're doing that, but that puts him at 5.6 million with 17 businesses. Mr. Moreau is right ahead of me. And in fact, so close to being right ahead of me that there's only a $20,000 difference between my weekly income and his weekly income. Oh man, we're so close. So probably when I go ahead and go to sleep for the day here, we're gonna wake up on Monday morning. Probably what will happen, I don't know this, is that I'll pass him. Although my income did drop, probably due to various different reasons, how much I had to order and all that stuff. But if I go to rivals, oh man, it's 2303, 2320. Oh, it did get a little bit on him though, just a tiny change there. So yeah, we're almost in second place, looking pretty good. I'm gonna have to respond to a couple people that want health insurance, of course, no big deal. We'll take care of that too. What am I doing today though? Well, today, what I'd like to do is say bye-bye to Ingrid. I would like to stomp her down for good, if I could. If I take a look at her weekly income right now, she's only at 54,000 total weekly income, and almost like the majority, overwhelming majority of all of her income is dependent on the food industry, coffee, etc., right? All that stuff. So I'm going to come in and do the same thing that she was going to try to do to me, where she basically came in with just a whole bunch of businesses to try to oversaturate the markets, right? I'm just going to go ahead and do the same thing to her so that I get the overwhelming majority of all the demand in this area. And I'm going to do so because there are several locations here that are actually pretty good and available now. These two locations right here are available. 22 Fifth Avenue here. It's a 43 traffic score with a 30. Nice little retail spot. We're going to go ahead and grab that one. We've got this one with a 36 and 30 here. We're going to go ahead and grab that one. And then there's another one over on this side that has a 30 and a 32. We're going to grab that one too. So we're going to open up 3 businesses just off Fifth Avenue for this one, but pretty much on Fifth Avenue, we're going to open up these businesses. This one here is not appealing to me. It only has a 15 customer capacity, but I could potentially open up another electronics store. It is right down the street from the Char Shack. And Char Shack does almost no business with marketing, and I probably don't even need the marketing on this. I can probably shut that off. It's actually costing me money to do that, so I'm just going to do no marketing on that. It doesn't matter, so we're just going to take care of that. But yeah, so I want to effectively get rid of all of her coffee shops. She's got like 5 or 6 of them for some reason, and they're all in like these 15 capacity buildings and stuff. So we're just gonna flood the market with a whole bunch of ideas here. So to start that off, if I take a look at what her businesses are, and I'm gonna basically, fruit and vegetable store is her big one, and then she's got a coffee shop that's doing pretty good, and then fast food and supermarket here, more coffee shops, 3 more coffee shops. Wow. Then another fruit and vegetable store. We don't care about these because they're losing her money, and obviously we could always lower the prices of our gifts and stuff too, which would just make her lose even more money on the gift shops and stuff as well. So I think for businesses here, let's take a look at what the building designs are. This one here is a C1. If I take a look over at my Fifth Avenue grocery store that I have, that one's also a C1. So I can just take the design from Charmart and just open up another Charmart right over here. Super easy. And then I'll just basically double up my grocery store / supermarket. We'll just have 2 of them in presence. What I could do, however, though, is change the classification. So I can do the clone over here with the interior designer, get them to have that and make that happen, and then swap it to a supermarket, just so I have a store of a different classification and I sell more fresh food and frozen food, but then I still have all the fruits and vegetables still there. That way they're not technically competing with each other, but they still are, you know. It's just like first and or primary and secondary products are flippy flops. So I'm getting both primary audiences, if that makes any sense, or primary customers. Okay, so for over here, we got a 30 and a 43, and then a 30 and a 36. And I'm trying to figure out like how I want to approach this in sort of like super saturating the markets and everything, because we have Dunkin' on You already, and to open up another Dunkin' on You just down the road, I mean, I guess if Starbucks can do it, why can't I, right? I mean, I've got a Dunkin' on You here. Well, this one can change. The names can change, right? So there's another one here. We could probably just open up something a little lamer, a little more lame, maybe like a Char's Coffee. You could just call it something different, right? Charred coffee, whatever. But this is also a C1. So getting a mimicked design here isn't going to work quite as well. What I'm thinking about doing for this location, though, 22 Fifth Avenue, is I think I'm going to finally start looking at getting a clothing store set up for this. And for the time being, again, I'm open to your names on these things. I can revise them and stuff as we go. Just to get things rolling, I'm just going to call this one Char Threads. And it's purely just like placeholder in my head. Put it in there and see how it sticks kind of thing. So we'll just call it Threads for now. So same thing. It's going to be a clothing store. And this one is a C2. We can take a look for designs that might work for that. But that is a clothing store. We don't have an existing clothing store that I can copy the designs from at the moment. And then this one over here needs to attack her fast food business. I already have fast food here, but that's the demand. The garment district is all about food. It's just the way it is. So French fries are the top demanded thing right now. Then the chicken kebabs, then the pizzas. Right. Then we have books. And the books, I'm still looking to put the bookstore on that corner over here. Where'd it go? Right here. I still want the bookstore here. At 30 and 50 is great. So we're going to still try to get that bookstore to be located in that spot. And so as soon as she closes that business, we'll jump on it. We'll open up our bookstore over there. Okay. So why don't we start by just having this be classified as a fast food restaurant, unless there's something else that's better suited for this. And I don't think there is. There really isn't. So we'll call this one again. And again, I don't know what to call it for now. So I'm just going to go with Char Food for now. I know it's terribly lame, but it's just a placeholder that I can just put in so that I know what I'm talking about and I can put it in there. If you guys have any names for businesses and stuff, leave them in the comments. I'll look at them. I'll pick one. I'll say, we're going to use this one. It's fine. It doesn't have to adopt the Char name either. Okay. The Char name is not required for these things. Just as long as it's, a reasonable name, I'll pick it. All right. Don't give me memes, because I don't really pick memes all that often. Although if you make me laugh, it can happen every once in a while. Okay, so those are the three businesses we need. We need to call. Well, first I think we need to get the templates, right? We need to save them as blueprints. So that's what we're going to do now. First, I'm going to grab some food. There we go. And we need to head on over to our supermarket. Actually, what we should do, it might be a better idea anyway, is to make sure we're selling everything we want to sell in this store first, right? Because we're going to make a template here to carry over. And we might want to make sure that everything we want to sell in this store is actually being sold. And I think there's one product that I wanted to sell before that I didn't sell, that I'm not selling, and that's frozen. No, that's ice cream. I'm not currently selling ice cream in this store, and I wanted to before, but I'm looking at the shelves and they're all very full, and I'm thinking adding an additional product is probably not something I should do. I might be able to get away with like swapping out the cigar. No, I'm going to take it back. I don't think it's a good idea to sell ice cream here after all, because I think the cigars are selling. Let's just take a look and see. Are the cigars in Char Mart selling? Because they may not be. And if they're not selling very well, then I can just, I'll swap it out. Where is it? Econoview. That's what it is. I need to go to Char Mart. Here it is. And I can just see kind of a look at it. So we're only making $77 on cigars, which sounds like very little, but I mean, we're only making $12 on the donuts. $8 on cupcakes. Right? We barely sell cupcakes and donuts and stuff. Like that stuff doesn't really sell very well. So maybe we swap out the cupcakes and the donuts and we add ice cream in their place. That's kind of eliminating a SKU. That might actually work better. So we could maybe make that happen, right? If I take a look at Charmart here really quick, and I'm gonna go down to, so the cupcakes, it's 4 display shelves, you know, and then we just take the frozen food industrial freezer. We just get one more bigger industrial freezer, and we can stick ice cream in that instead. Should we do that? I think we should do that. Yeah, I think I will. So we need to go down to the appliance store down that way. We'll take care of that right now and not ding our car in the same time. Here we go. All right, there we go. And then we could just, you know, pick up the display shelves for the donuts and stuff, and we'll use that in another coffee shop. I don't know. We'll just open up another coffee shop to compete with her 5 cups or whatever it's called, right? Just get all of her coffee business too at the same time. It's fine. All right, so we're gonna head on into Square Appliances. Looks like I got a hand truck already out there. We're gonna grab one of these industrial freezers, the big ones. And that's gonna give us a 30 capacity for the ice cream I'm gonna pop in here instead. I think this is gonna be better than selling the donuts and stuff. The cupcakes and stuff. I mean, I thought it was a nice thing to do, you know? I mean, have a bakery section in your... Oh yeah, put a storage shelf in here too, why not? Have a bakery section in your supermarket. It seems like a good fit. And maybe it would work better in a supermarket. This is a fruit and vegetable store, remember? So maybe it would work better in a supermarket. Ooh. You know? I don't know. I don't know whether that would change the game or not on that, you know? We should take a look. It's very likely though that cigars, I mean, even though they are making more money than the donuts and stuff, cigars are probably not going to sell very well in a fruit and vegetable store. The health conscious people are just really into those cigars, I'm telling you. All right, well, let's, I don't know, we can give it a couple of days just to see, but I think I want to make the template with the bakery just to see if it changes it. That's a good amount of science in that, you know? Like, does having it be a supermarket as the settings for the business, right? You just go into settings and you change it from a fruit and vegetable store to a supermarket. And that's all you do. You just simply change that classification. Does it affect business? And it will, because the primary customer for that business is now coming for a different product, and there's different secondary products now, which I think fruit and vegetable stores kind of just a back and forth thing. Like, they just complement each other a little bit there. So that works, but I am interested to see how that works. So I'll tell you what we'll do instead. We're going to save this layout exactly as it is, as a blueprint. And we're going to call this Charmart plus donuts. Or let's make it bakery. Charmart plus bakery. We'll do that, and we'll carry that over. And if we want to swap it out, we can still do so afterwards, right? So we have the industrial freezer. We can still do it. Okay, so that would be Charmart. So the next business we are going to look to copy in is going to be a fast food place. It's a C2 fast food place. Honestly, I think we just use Fast and Fresh, right? Is there a different one though? Because I like the designs I've done second instead of first. Like this one here, I like this design much better than the other one I did first. So I think I'm actually going to copy HK for this, and I could just change the color scheme and swap it around. And I mean, maybe we could just do another Fast and Fresh. I have no idea. The Fast and Fresh brand. We have all the branding. There's just one right after another. You know, we could do it. I don't know. Or maybe we hit the coffee shops. I don't know. I need another coffee shop to compete with hers, but I don't want it to be this 15 one here. I'd like it to be something that can, you know, like these two little retail things here. They're just so small. I want something that can handle more, but then also has a bit of traffic to help out the flow. So there's just not a building that's available for that yet. Maybe she'll close hers, and then I can just take hers, which will be one right next. It'd be kind of too close, though, isn't it? That's a little close. I think maybe something more like maybe over here on this corner here. Bergman's Food and Produce right here. Might be able to do it here, which is right across the street from Dunkin' too. Yeah, I'm recording these in advance, as you know, so I don't have your... Oh, that was a weird transition. I don't have your names and stuff that you've recommended yet, but I do get to them. Don't worry. And if you've made recommendations for names and stuff, I am gonna look at them, and yeah, we'll get her going. So the next thing I need here, actually, for char threads. Let's focus on that for a second. Char threads. If I want to get another warehouse. Is that a right way to say it? I'm gonna need to get another logistics person, and another warehouse for this kind of stuff. So I have to get another one. And I've got this one out here, and then maybe if we turn this on, we can see which warehouses are available. This is an I one, so this has got 2 parking spots. That's owned by Jessica. Wow, she owns a warehouse. That's lame. So this one's H1 as well. H1s, yeah. So like, probably want to go in and getting the bigger one. Is I think the best way to go about it is to always get the bigger ones. The benefits of having that second vehicle bay is just huge, you know. It doesn't matter what the traffic score is, just as long as the rent is reasonable. So 156 for that one. And then this one here is 218, so we wouldn't want that. All the way over here on this side, the rent is 164. So 156 seems to be the best deal for me so far. 231. Yeah, we could also have it on another side of town. It doesn't matter because they'll deliver anyway. So this is an H1. That's 87. It's an H1 though. I need the ones that have 2 parking spots. Wow, there's a lot of them over here. Are they not available? I mean, they're all 112. That's an H1 though. I would imagine this location would be much more expensive just because it's lower Manhattan. It's also very well, it doesn't really matter how far away it is. Okay, we're gonna take that one. Is it this one? No, it's the one that's 156. This one? 206. Where'd it go? It's over here somewhere. This one? 156. Yeah, this is the other warehouse we'll take is on this side then. So we'll go ahead and rent this building. We got 2 warehouses. Now we need to get another logistics agent as well. And of course I fired the one I had, but that's okay. I was like basically paying her for doing nothing this entire time. We'll stop the search for security guards. We'll start the search for, I think maybe having a third headhunter would be a good idea. I probably would be, right? Having a third headhunter, maybe I'll have you look for another headhunter. I think I will. You're going to do that. And then let's have you not have a benefit demand, even though you're going to make one eventually anyway. Yeah. I don't want you to have an equipment demand either, but that's fine. Go ahead and search for that. And then on the customer service side, I guess we'll stop this and we'll start looking for a logistics manager. They don't have to be very good. I just need like 1 truck, really. We're going to put a big truck in there anyway. So no benefit demands, please. And anything else is fine. Okay, start the recruitment process on both of those candidates. I already have the bonus desks and everything at my HQ, so it should be okay. Next, we want to deliver stuff to the stores, right? We want to set them up. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to call Christian here. And we're going to have you. I don't remember what I called it. What did I call it? The new grocery store. Did I even name it yet? I don't remember even doing that yet. Wait a minute. No, it's just a business right now. 72 First Street. This one, it's just another supermarket, right? So it's another Charmart. Yeah, it's going to be... It needs to be a fruit and vegetable store. Otherwise, it won't... I can't copy it very well. I don't think so. We'll just call this one Charmart 2 for now. Charmart 2, and this is Garment District. GD. Garment District. It's fine. Done. And now I can go back to the telephone. Prank caller on her again. Man, I love to call her and hang up all the time. And we're looking for Charmart 2. Here it is. We'll have it installed tomorrow. That's fine. And then we are looking for Charmart plus Bakery as our design. The layout cost $118,000. The installation fee is $131,000. We have $250,000. Go ahead and confirm that. That's fine. And then what we can do, right, is we'll get people hired and stuff and get them set up and ready to go for the scheduling. So I'll work on that as well. I've done all this basically just sitting in my car. Don't you wish it was this easy? I mean, seriously, don't you wish it was this easy to just manage businesses and stuff? It's got to be. It's got to be a better way. It looks to me like we're almost to the point of having 10 million. 8.6 here, another here. That's 9.6 total. And then since we're making 356 a day, that's probably going to tick over to a $10 million bank balance. We currently have a almost $15 million net worth. All right, so I'm going to keep working on this stuff. I'll be right back. Okay, I've been busy doing lots of like the little things, okay? First, hired another headhunter. Excuse me. So we got 3 now, and I've got them searching for cleaning staff, customer service staff, cleaning staff, and then Bobby Jackson is searching for lawyers. Yeah, we're getting into that level here. Now, what am I doing that for, right? Well, I was looking at the map, and I thought there was something. Some of you guys might find this funny. Other people might. This is just the climate we live in right now. The Trumpet Tower, the Trumpet Building, is an office building that's available for rent. I thought about making a law firm here. I just think that'd be hilarious. I'm gonna rent that building now just to secure it. So I've got the Trumpet Tower now. That's funny. And we're gonna set up a law firm over there, and that's in Lower Manhattan. So I don't think it's gonna be in anybody's way, or I don't think anyway there are any. Yeah, there's no like rivals that speak to you in Lower Manhattan, at least not yet. So I can kind of do whatever I want over there, and they won't open up a rivalry with me. So that's what I'm planning to do anyway. I want to take a look down 5th Avenue here, and we're going to go over to the other restaurant, and I've decided it's going to be another Char's Fast and Fresh. I'm just going to keep using the branding. I mean, if she can open up like 6 5-cups, then sure, right? So this is now Char's Fast and Fresh, Garment District 3, the 3rd one. And it's already set up already, because that's what the installation companies can do for us. Yeah. At the turn of the day, logistics and stuff will deliver all the resources necessary for Char's Fast and Fresh to operate effectively. So everything can just be turned on tomorrow. And on top of that, if we take a look at GD3, I also have scheduling done-ish. I'm trying to find cleaners right now, but other than that, I've got scheduling mostly done. I'm going to tweak it a little bit so that I have like less staff at between 10 and 11 and 3 to 5, and bring them back a little bit so that they come in to work at 3 a.m. here instead of being earlier. I'm going to do all those tweaks and stuff too, just like I did in the other restaurants, but that's done. Then right next to it, Char Threads. Now this is an imported design from, oh yes, hang on. This is another workshop design. I thought it looked interesting. I thought it looked very green. There's so many plants. It's really ridiculous how many. I mean, honestly, it probably smells in here. I would say it probably smells a lot, like very bad in here, or at least like a grow op or something, right? Maybe not quite a grow op. It's not the right kind of plants for that. In any case, we have clothing racks for a variety of different things that are in here as imported. Again, I'll link anytime I import a design in a video. I'm gonna link that from the workshop and stuff down in the description, so you can see and get credit for that. I want to make sure I give people credit when they provide something for me like this. So Char Threads, name pending. We have 30 out of 30, very good, and we are currently selling. I can't see the top of it. That's classic expensive male clothing there. Modern expensive female, cheap. Classic female. There's a lot of different variations, and they're all like broadly named. If you haven't seen this game before, it's kind of how clothing works. Modern expensive male, classic expensive male. Then we have the shopping baskets. So basically every clothing type is here, plus the 2 points of sale, which we could have done a checkout counter for, but the place looks better with the 2 points of sale, I think. Well, I said that, but then I actually don't see the other point of sale. Oh, it's on this side. Oh, I see. Okay, they're coming in. Well, that's a really... Oh, I get it. The employees are standing here and here on the inside of this area, and then you guys check out over here. Okay, there are way too many plants in this place. More than I thought there was before. I am going to get rid of some of these plants because this is absurd. We're going to get rid of both of these potted plants are gone. I am going to, I think, probably go ahead and... God, was it really necessary to have them all around the outside here like this, too? I guess, man. That's what you want to do, I guess. I mean, it doesn't look bad. And I love this. This is the reason why I got this, because I saw this and went, oh, yeah, that's a great design. You got this couch, this sectional couch like this, right? And it's right in front of... I would put this a little bit further out myself, but it's right in front of the changing rooms, and there's rugs under the changing rooms. I think it looks fantastic the way they did that. It's different floor too, so it's very different floor patterns and stuff going around. I love the design. I think there's too many plants, but other than that, I love the design. So I will be maybe making some small amendments here, but the point is we need to now get clothing brought in. Okay, so we're gonna go over to our HQ. We're gonna go to purchasing agent, and now Roy gets to do this for us. We're going to cancel this order. Well, here's the thing. I can't do what I want to do here because I don't have enough shelving to do this. Yeah, the shelving, you know, I could just buy it now. AJ's is right here. Actually, I'll just buy it now. But I'm going to have to go and take a taxi because I won't be able to fit it all in my car, I don't think. I need pallet shelves. So we're going to buy 4 pallet shelves and bring it over to the new warehouse. It needs to be on the new one. The new one is going to have our clothing, and then I'm going to shift to where the new one also has all of the electronics. And I might do one more specialty thing. Maybe books would go over there too. So essentially, there's going to be, each warehouse is going to serve a certain type of store. And Char's Fast and Fresh as a chain, I guess. Oh, really? You're full with one item. What do you have in here? Oh, there's that. Oh, yeah, the industrial freezer. Yeah. Okay, never mind. Put it back. Taxi! Taxi! Where's taxi? You. Right here. Take me over there. To this warehouse. Right here, go. It's only 29 bucks. That's pretty cheap. All right, pallet shelf right over here. Just so I have something in there. And I, of course, moved the van in here as well so we can have deliveries being made. But effectively, I need to have pallet shelves so that I can have the clothes delivered here. And so my logistics agents are going to handle different types of products based on the warehouse that it's going to here. So let's go like this and go like this. And I'm just going to do this over and over again with AJ's. Yeah, pretty much I'm just going to do this over and over with AJ's until I have, let's say, probably 10 in here. And then there is a delivery pending. I called them, but I wasn't sure about like how much money Christian was going to take from me because I was setting up 3 businesses at once. You can see this here. Bang, bang, bang. We're going to look at the other one in a second too. I mean, you don't have to really know. You already know what it looks like. It's the Charm Art, right? But I wasn't sure how much money was going to be taken from me here or how much I was going to be making. So I want to make sure I had enough money. But thankfully, the amount of money, I mean, we're still at 625,000, so I'm fine there. So I'm going to go back and forth with AJ's. I'm going to grab a whole bunch, but I did tell them to deliver 30 pallet shelves to this warehouse. I just told them to do it tomorrow instead of doing it today because, again, I wasn't sure how much money I had. All right. Did my headhunters find me a cleaner yet? I hope so. I'm going to have to check that out. Primary skill. Let's scroll down here. Customer service. Oh, hang on. Back up. Security. There's so many security guards. There are no cleaners. Yeah. It's interesting though, like cleaners should show up at the top actually if they're there, like alphabetically they should show up before customer service agents. So probably shouldn't like worry about scrolling like that because they would have showed up if they were there. Obviously I used the van to go get the pallet shelves. There's no reason to take a taxi back and forth. I have a van. Now that I've reassigned the van though, I have to also reassign the driver. And that's pretty easy to do because we have Ernest Gonzalez. I don't have to reassign him. He just remembers. Oh, he remembers driving that wonderful desert. That's good. Let's real quick check on. So the logistics manager, I have to hire them yet. So I'll have to work on that. I'm sure there will be a good candidate in there somewhere. And I'm going to take you guys into the next day here, I think. But, I mean, I could just open the Fast and Fresh right now, right? I got the people there. I've got no inventory. Well, that's a thing. All the prices are set really well. Yep. So we're just waiting for the inventory. Got to go to tomorrow. I'll see you guys then. All right. So I've got another logistics manager here. Her name is Tammy Rogers. So what I've got for Tammy is she's going to handle Char Threads and she's now also going to handle Char Shack because I'm going to have electronics delivered to the second warehouse instead. We're then going to shift to having the logistics manager here that used to handle Char Shack. We're going to remove that destination. So No longer handling that. And then we're going to add, as the 16th destination, we're going to add warehouse 2 to this as a destination. And now I can transfer the stuff that I don't want in this warehouse anymore. I can transfer it over to Tammy so that she has it. So this is going to serve as a warehouse destination for just today so that I can clear everything out of here. So we currently have 336 in stock over here. On this side, I'm just going to say I want 1,000 over there, even though it's not going to matter. We're just going to say 1,000. And that's just going to basically empty out this warehouse so that all this stuff is not there anymore. All the electronics and stuff are going to shift over to that second warehouse. And I think that is probably going to do it just like that. So it should just all move over there, I think. And we'll just do those two things for now. To be honest, I've never actually done warehouse to warehouse before. That wasn't a feature the last time we played. It was a recommended feature. It was something I asked for. I'm glad that it exists. But I haven't actually had it happen yet. So hopefully that's how that works. We'll see how it goes. Purchasing agents are good to go. Roy Woodard is now also going to be buying thousands of clothing today. And he's going to be sending it over to Warehouse 2 so that it's ready to go. Now, that means I need to get Warehouse 2 ready to go. It's 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and I have to go over. I'll just take a taxi there. It's fine. It's way faster for now anyway. We're going to go over to the warehouse, and there will now be a big delivery out front with a bunch of pallet shelves for me to go get. So let's just real quick put this over here so it's closer. There we go. And now we have 30 pallet shelves that I can bring in here and start positioning in this warehouse to get it ready for all those clothing deliveries. Actually, just going to try this as a trick. See if this works at all. I mean, it should. There's no reason why this won't work, but I'm going to take the desert right here. We're going to stick it right here. Now, I'm not going to move it. I didn't want to get a ticket, but I wasn't going to move it. And then I wanted to get... Oh, you're not going to let me in? I want to get the pallet shelf emptied faster. This is what I was looking to do. Just trying something out here. So I could go like this is what I was hoping to do. There we go. Yeah, just empty this off and then get it inside. So I don't have to keep coming in and out of the building. That's what I was hoping to go for here. There we go. And dump it in there. It's 12 out of 14. Good. And there's still so many more to do. But there's that. And then one more. As long as it's not ticking over to 9 o'clock, I won't get a ticket. So we'll go like that. And then one more here. Well, two more. I mean, I don't have to get all of them out of here, but I'm wanting to try. Okay, that's probably good enough. I want to make sure I don't get the ticket here. So let's go ahead and grab... Oh, I'm going to be risky here, aren't I? Sure am. Coming down to the wire. There we go. All right, now we enter back in. And now all the pallet shelves are in the back of this, and I can empty them out faster. I don't really know if it's a trick as much as, just using the existing game mechanics the way they're designed. But also was asked in a previous video why I put them in like the way I do, where I put them in next to each other but then leave gaps in here. Why not just line them all up? Wouldn't I get more shelves in? I would, probably. The reason why I do it this way, though, is because I want to be able to walk between them. And the reason why that's useful is if you want to access a specific shelf, like let's say I've got a bunch of products on here and I want to move it somewhere and I don't want to wait until the rollover day. I want to be able to get to move to the shelves and actually, interact with them. And I can't do that if I slam them all up next to each other because there's no way to get between them if you put them as close as the game will allow you. Now, I could also spread them out like this, right? And then I could put them all, let's say I went like this, right? Yeah, I would totally get more in that way too. But yes, I can walk between them now here, which is more realistic, to be honest. But then I'm going to get less going that way. We're going to get less rows. So it's kind of just a decision, I guess. You just kind of do it however you want to do it. But I like to leave gaps here because I can still access the shelves from the side in these little narrow walkways here. So hopefully that answers your question. Wait for it. Oh, it's freezing the game up. It doesn't want to show them to me. Wait, what? There it goes. Ah, there it is. Boom! Just magically they appear. It's crazy. So much math needed to be done. We have a lot of shelves left over, so we have good capacity to expand with, and a whole bunch of stuff is here and ready to go. So now I think, because of the way I have the logistics stuff set up, I should be able to go to char threads and see inventory. There that is, but I don't have enough stock. What? I didn't get the modern expensive stuff? Modern male expensive, modern female expensive did not get imported. I must have done something. Must have done goofed on my import then. I mean, the business is not ready to open up or anything. Like, there's no schedule or anything for it, but I must have done goofed my purchasing. Let me see. Did I send it to the wrong warehouse? They're all marked for warehouse 2. They should have all come in here. So that means it's a logistics issue. If I go back over here, char threads, modern mail expensive. Keep at 400. Warehouse stock is 2,000. Yes. Maybe you just haven't done it yet. You should have, though. That's a little weird. I guess the one thing I can maybe look at, which is totally possible, is there's not enough shelves, right? Because that's usually, we talked about that earlier. I should probably have taken the taxi. I talked about that earlier, though. If your shelves are at 100% full, like if they are completely full, there's a good chance you did not get your full delivery, right? And so I'm going to have to go all the way down to char threads. It's a nice night for a walk, isn't it? Yeah, especially when I'm super hungry. If I do see a taxi, I will take it, but yeah. And in case you're curious, Char's Fast and Fresh, that third location, is up and running. It is a fully operational business now. We take a look at it. We got customers yesterday. We opened it up at around 8 a.m., so they got like slammed right up, and it does this thing, 10 to 11, comes down, 3 to 5, comes down. Same things as usual. And then it comes down at 10 over here. So the schedule looks a little bit like this. And it looks like this pretty much every day. We just don't have as many people here and here because we don't need them. And then they leave at 10 and they don't come until 3. All that stuff is a thing with a 24-hour business around the clock. Char's Fast and Fresh GD3 is doing its thing now. And I need to get the grocery store up and running too. But I've been focusing on char threads a little bit here. Shall we take the Anselmo? Maybe. Although, if I want to correct this misfortune and have the clothing, I should take this. Yes, I do. I want to correct this. Let's get the clothing in there, and then we have to hire people too. But we have a lot of candidates to choose from, so the hiring part won't be very difficult. But I haven't done any clothing stores since the start of this playthrough, and so like all the rebalancing. Hang on. Where's my... I have to figure out where my new warehouse is. All right. Yep. Turn around. It's fine. Sorry about that. I know. It's very weird. I'm just going to pull my vehicle right into the building here. No reason to park on the street. You got plenty of parking in here. All right. So right here, a demonstration as to why I would want to access these shelves and why I split them up here. So there's all these different phones and stuff over there. And I just have to figure out kind of where the clothing is. There's no way to know that without just actually looking at the boxes. So here's some modern expensive clothing, right? This is the stuff that wasn't getting imported for some reason. Let's go ahead and grab one of our... grab the hand truck. We'll bring it over here. It doesn't matter. And let's bring it all the way over. And we're going to grab 4 boxes of that modern expensive clothing. Again, I don't know exactly why it wouldn't import automatically. But I suspect it's still shelving. I suspect we have limited storage. And that's why. So we'll put that inside here. And then that's 4 boxes of that one. We'll have to find other ones too. So let's say there's maybe some in here. Here we go. So modern expensive male, modern expensive female is what we're looking for here too. Basically, any box where it's like 40 boxes of them, that's the one that we did not get imported automatically. And we'll expand on that. We're going to fix that by just adding a shelf. Essentially, we're going to add a shelf. And then also, I think the clothing store is going to need a security guard as well. So I'm going to have to make sure I'm hiring security guard for it too. 32 right here. Classic expensive female. 32 boxes seems like it's excessive. So we're going to want to bring that over here as well. Yeah, and I can already tell. I have 12 boxes of stuff in here. And there was not 12 spaces available on those shelvings. So I'm 100% sure that shelving is the culprit behind this. So we're just going to back out. Assuming it lets me. There we go. I like how I'm facing forward anyway. We are going to go to the store first. And then we have to stop by AJ's as well. So that I can get more shelving. And then I'll put the shelving in there too. But for now, I want to get these clothes on the rack, which I can do just by putting them on the shelves in the back, and then they'll get automatically sorted, so it's fine. So we'll just park right here, and we'll do that. And I didn't bring this. Well, I didn't bring the hand cart, but you know what? I've got AJ's place to do that. Help me do that for me. So grab this hand cart here. Thankfully, it's like all across the road and everything, so it's really fast. We'll just grab these 4 shelves. All right, so it looks like there are 2 guard lockers in here, which is pretty cool. It's interesting to me, though, that this template, because I remember I didn't design this store. It's interesting to me that they didn't, build it with enough shelving space, like right away off the bat, I find that to be a little bit weird, but it's all good. We'll just take that. There we go. I mean, this is a little bit weird as far as like how the shelves flow through here. Probably should be different than this, but maybe I'll just, I don't know, do that. Yeah, I kind of want to move these. I think it's the guard lockers that are the weird thing for me. They're just in a weird, really strange spot. I'm gonna say we move the cleaning thing. I don't really want the cleaning thing to be out there either. Damn. Tell you what, why don't we just move the cleaning thing like that? I'll stick the lockers back here. I just want them out of the way of the shelves. That's fine. I mean, nobody has to directly access them anyway. And then the hand truck can be here too, I guess. That's fine. And now I can get the shelves to be, yeah, a little bit better. In fact, I think I'll probably go like this with it, just to create a little bit more separation. There we go. Definitely enough storage space now, though, so we shouldn't have any issues with the imports on this time. So I'll just go into the none of it here and get the clothing and bring it in. It'll get sorted and stuff as we go, and then I need more employees, which I am running out of space for them in HR, so I'm gonna have to get another HR agent, which means probably, very soon we're gonna have to expand HR and get to the bigger building. But okay, so candidates, so cleaning places, cleaning people. Okay, so the store design has a few flaws. One, if you're doing this from the workshop yourself, one, there's not enough shelving space to accommodate everything you have to deliver all the time, so you should get more shelving space, like I have. The second thing, though, is that all the cash registers are actually facing backwards. So because they have decided to block access to this internal area, your staff need to be sitting inside here. And that makes sense because the drawers are facing this way, but they've faced the paper bags and the cash register stuff the wrong direction. So temporarily close this, and you want to flip these over, and then you can access things, and your staff can be inside, and all that stuff can work. So now we have paper bags in there, everything's good. Turn it back on. This is how it's supposed to be, and that's going to allow people to queue up and actually purchase things when they need to. Okay. So we have a clothing store operational. It is probably not going to do well today because it wasn't open very long today, but it is at least something that we have going on. The new Fast and Fresh is going on. We're going to have logistics and everything will take care of most things. However, there's that one little issue, isn't there? I need to go into my purchasing agent. Yep. So you're the one that's handling paper bags intake for warehouse 1, and that's great. But Angela, we can maybe get paper bags right here. So Virginia's going to do this. We're going to have Virginia. Let's keep 20,000 in warehouse 2 as well. So you're going to be responsible for bringing that in. And then we're going to want, I think, I'm going to wait on that, anything else. So at least you're going to be able to bring in paper bags today, and that's going to be great. And then you don't do paper bags from this importer. So at least we have 2 importers that can do paper bags for 2 different warehouses. Okay. So now the last thing I need to take care of is the new Fast and Fresh, which should be all set up and ready to rock. And not Fast and Fresh, the new Charmart, which again should be set up and all ready to rock completely because it has all the shelving and all the same criteria, all the same stuff as the last place does. And so all I need to do is staff it and turn it on. And that's what I plan to do between the cuts right now. And then we'll see what the results of all this stuff is after a few days.
So I assume you're very happy with your most skilled staff, right? Well, mal schauen. I've got my eye on them, so I bet they're going to be really interested in hearing the salary I'm offering compared to your little...
What are you talking about? You don't have any money. Oh my God, I have 9+. I mean, I just got a whole big wave of text messages here. Real quick before I look at those, I have a delivery going from Mr. Scott's Office Supplies over to the Trumpet Tower, and as well as from Ica. So I'm gonna have some deliveries happening on Saturday that I'm gonna have to work out for our law firm in the Trumpet Tower. But holy moly, we have a bunch of here. So Kyle says, this isn't easy to say, but I've got a really good offer to work with Ingrid. Strongly considering it. However, if you're able to match an hourly wage of $28.04, I'll gladly stay here with you. I've got 3 days to make my decision. Okay, so $28.04 for Kyle. He is currently making 25. I mean, they're not raising it that much. My little establishment is not that threatened by a $3 an hour wage increase for a couple of employees, you know? So like this one here, looks like he wants 31.43. Again, Ingrid, 31.43 and 29. Like, you're raising me $2 or $3 an hour for like 9 people. I can, that's fine. All right, look here. We'll accept. We'll accept. Well, I'm just gonna do this because it makes it way easier. Like, yeah, is she costing me a tiny bit more money? Sure. All right, look, I was already negotiating with this person here a long time ago, and like I hired this person at, you know, lower wage before. I actually kind of wonder what happens if I hit this button and accept here, but now we'll hit this, and then this one. That's fine. I'll just accept all of the things. They're all accepted. Yeah. There you go. Sorry about to burst your bubble there, Ingrid, but you know, they're not working for you, and this isn't going to do almost nothing to my. Yeah, if you had offered it to like 100 employees, then okay, that would have been different. But 9 employees, that's not a big deal. Let's check Ingrid really quick. Let's see what she has. She is at under 50K a week now. Not sure how you can even afford to hire those people anyway. You don't. I mean, honestly, for you're gonna hire 9 people. Yeah, poaching your employees for 3 days. Yeah, not really. Not. I mean, I've already poached a whole bunch of hers, so whatever. I'm more scared of like Mr. Go doing it and stuff. So I'm kind of trying to keep on the DL in his region. He did the same thing again, by the way. I really don't understand the AI. He sold another business. Went from 5.6 million a week down to 4, and now built himself back up a little bit. Maybe he's just, I don't know. Maybe he's just bored of these businesses. He's got so much money. It's just all FU money kind of things, and he just whatever, right? He just he doesn't care, and he just closes business because maybe there was a fire. I have to come up with some kind of role play reason why. Like, he had a big fire in the business, and he collected the insurance, but it's still not counted as weekly income anymore. It's because he got this big payout, but he doesn't have the business anymore. Maybe that's it. I don't know. Either way, I'm in second now, and fairly firmly in second, I guess. I'm up 100,000 a week, so that's pretty good. And yeah, so I want to take Ingrid down completely before I start messing with the other ones up top here. So that's what I'm hoping to do there. So how are we doing? I mean, I haven't had a whole lot of days left, or I haven't had a whole lot of days pass since, but we can check out, see how they're doing anyway. So yesterday, I have a bunch of businesses at a loss. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to see the new Charmart actually work or do anything yet. So I have to wait on that. But the GD3 is pulling in 10K yesterday, which is pretty good. Threads only made $500 in profit. So, I mean, I realized that I haven't even had 1 day go yet. So that's all this is. It's just that one little bit. 4 customers, right, is capacity. Not a whole lot going on there. We're going to put some marketing in place on this. Definitely. Yep. If they're open, they sure are. We're going to put some marketing on this. This is a 30 building, so we should be able to get by with 1 billboard. I forget what the traffic score is for this. Let's just go like that for a second and see. Okay, 44. I see. Okay, yeah. So we go to marketing. Now we go to McKinsey marketing here. And this is the same thing we've done over and over again to get to 98 on marketing, which is fine enough for me. Where is it? Right here. And then large. I really wish it would remember which business I selected and I wouldn't have to select it over and over again. But I guess. Because I entered into this from, you know, the marketing tab of that business. But I guess I understand. Threads. Where'd it go? Here you got right there. And then small there. So that should give us, in char threads, that should give us the 98% that we're looking for. And of course, customer service being bad is a big deal. But that's because I've started hiring, right, less skilled people for the lower wages, because that was what was recommended in the chat comments. I want you to see both ways. I want you to see how it affects both ways. Personally, I think the increased wage you get is like at a long-term scale, like if you're thinking years and years, then yeah, it'll be worth it, I guess, to do it this way. But on a short-term basis, even within like a couple of years basis, even, I think the increased sales you get from having really good customer service is probably going to offset those wages considerably, I would think anyway. My 2 cents. So let's go check out that. Oh boy, that was close. Almost dinged my ride. I have not dinged my ride yet. So let's go check out the other Char Mart. I believe it's open. Yeah, I opened it. Double checking. That might be why I got a loss. But I opened it after closing yesterday. So it hasn't actually had a full day yet, which is why it has nothing to show for it right now. But it should be open. It is indeed. Perfect security too. Awesome. All right, so let's head over there. And I just want to make sure it looks all good. And oh no, this is no good. Quickly. Get off the road. There we go. Just nice. Love tap on the sidewalk. Don't hurt my ride. You got a light. Perfect. Don't hurt my ride. All right. There we go. Totally legal, free parking. Gotta love it. Looks the same as the other Char Mart. I'm not paying that much for a bag of apples. Okay, wait a minute. Now the prices are bad? That's possible, because I don't think I've looked at them yet. Right. Oh, that's Fast and Fresh, which, in case you're curious on how that's doing, the same as the other ones. Without any marketing, by the way. So that's pretty good. And then where did it go? Looking for Char Mart GD2. Here it is. Pricing. Okay. Yep. I see the problem here. We're overcharging everyone for everything. Most likely because the other store has really cheap stuff. Like my other store is probably the lower prices here. So I'll just have to lower these them. No wonder they're not buying anything. It's like 4 times expensive. No, thank you. There we go. 240 on all of these things. I mean, it's my own fault, right? I'm the one that's lowering all these prices way down here. I'm making everything super affordable for everyone. And I'm targeting Ingrid for doing this, but you could also, spin this and say I'm doing everyone a public service. Let's get e-marketing in here. We'll get a little bit on this. We just want to make sure people are coming here and trying it out. They might have thought the prices were bad before, and we'll have to put out a campaign that tells them that it's, hey, we're sorry, it was an accident. All right, the dude, we hired an intern. You put the 0 in the wrong spot, and then the decimal point, moved it. Sorry about that. Anyway, right here, GE2, and done. Okay. Prices have been adjusted. You guys can stop complaining now. It'd be fine. And then, of course, everything is undefined on all these things here, too. So I can go into the signs and just say, let's advertise the wine. Wine here. We'll say cheap gifts is there. That's fine. Let's go in and advertise bananas. I don't know. Over here, we'll say tomatoes. There we go. And then over here, we'll say carrots. There we go. And then this side over here is going to be where our frozen food section is. Frozen food. And then this is the fresh food over here. There we go. All right. Everything's advertised as usual. And now I just have to wait. Looks like Andrea Chandler does not have any tasks. You are supposed to be working in the market. but you're not on the schedule? Really? What did I do? Did I just hire one too many? She has no hours. Yeah, I just hired too many. All right, well, I'm sorry, Andrea. I wish I could help you, but unfortunately, you've drawn attention to yourself as a person who is not needed in this organization. Goodbye. All right, so on Saturday morning, I have got stuff to do at Trumpet Tower. But I did want to end this video by at least showing you guys the results and how each business is doing after, like, by the end of the weekend kind of thing. So I will let it run a couple of days, and then we'll show you the numbers and the outcomes of everything at this at the end of the weekend. Okay? All right, I'm going one more day here. We're just going to head to bed here. It's the end of Monday. I've put all my money... Basically, I got 83 grand left, but I'll basically put all my money, because it's Monday night, into the investment account so that I don't get that negative interest rate. Let's see what happens. Total profit's not as high. It fluctuates. It's like 300, and then I've seen it as high as 390, which is pretty good. But it's just, you know, I've got people wanting health insurance again. Taking a look really quick at rivals. We're up to 2.3. We're firmly ahead of Mr. Moreau again. That's fine. And then he's kind of stopped growing here. Ingrid is she's just holding on, you know? She just won't go away. And I've got her, like, she's gradually falling down, but she just won't go away, and she just won't let go of this fruit and vegetable store. I want it. I might just buy it from her. I didn't want to pay her like $2 million like it was before. But, you know, 700,000 is starting to look a little more reasonable. It's like 2 days worth of income, and I can get rid of that building, which would be nice to have. As far as economy view goes, it's real quick check out. Negative interest rate, I just paid 29 grand. Isn't that ridiculous? $29,000 just for nothing. It's crazy. Let's see. Secret pad. Like, yesterday is like basically like the early week is kind of slower. I'm noticing like my income is consistently lower in the beginning of the week, but it gets better as the week goes on. And so you'll get things like secret passages, for example, where on Monday it's not great. But if you look at the weekends, right? I mean, this is Sunday, this is Saturday, this is Friday. It's consistently higher than that day is. And a lot of these businesses are similar to that. So, yeah, like right here is a little bit different, but it's up and down. It's fine. Anyway, so yeah, they're all set up and they're ready to rock. And unfortunately, Ingrid she's not loosening her grip on that. So I might need to let it go a couple more days, see if she's willing to let go of it. And if she is, then great. Otherwise, I'll probably just buy it from her because I really want that store. And if I can get that store, that makes it to where I now offer every possible product in the garment district, which is interesting. I feel like I'm good with being diversified that way. And also just basically owning Fifth Avenue, which is pretty great. And yeah, looks pretty good. So in the next video, I want to do two things. I'm really hoping that she lets go of it in the next video. But in the next video, I'm going to do two things. The first is we're going to get the law firm set up in the Trumpet Tower. So that's going to happen right in here. I've got some deliveries that have already arrived there, and you know, desks and chairs and things like that. So we're going to get that going. And it's really nice because it's right next to Mr. Scott's office supplies. So when I go to expand this, I don't need to call. I don't need to have deliveries. I don't have to. I can just walk back and forth and just do it. That's pretty good. So we're going to get the law firm set up in the next video. And then also I'm going to get, again, I'm really hoping she lets go of this because then I don't have to worry about her anymore. I would like to get, unless it's not available anymore, it is still available. I would like to get this building. It is 50 and 74. It's amazing. It's an office. And I'd like to get this, and we can do some programming because that's actually in demand for Hell's Kitchen. We can get, you know, some web developer stuff going on and, you know, make some money that way. And then also this retail building right here, I've already rented it. This is going to be another hair salon, I was thinking, because, well, the demand is pretty high. And honestly, if I can get a 75 building, it'd be even better. But I just don't see any of those available yet unless I'm willing to buy somebody out, and I'm just, you know, not willing to buy somebody out. So, yeah, so we'll probably just open up a hair place here. It's 30 and 72, which is crazy. We definitely don't need any marketing. I've already rented the building, so I can just set that up. It is a C2. If I take a look over at, let's just do the different ones here. So Hairlander is a C1 because there can only be one. Get it? I didn't do that intentionally. And then this building over here is a D2. So we don't have a template for the hairdresser. I could just workshop it. Could, and I might. I will take a look at it because, you know, it's cool to just set it up really quick and then hire people. But my headhunters have been looking for lawyers, customer service, and cleaners up until now. I need another HR manager because we've reached peak HR pretty much, except for Carol. I can move people over into gold, I guess. I could do that. Just give a lot of the silvers to gold and then, you know, kind of work our way down. But it's much cheaper to just hire another one, I think. Because if I'm going to add 30 people to gold, I'm effectively adding what, like $600 a day? Something like that. And that counts the weekends as well. To our one customer or one HR manager is less than 600 a day. So it still, I think, works out that way. Okay, well, I mean, that's my recap. I was really hoping to have it, you know, be more eventful, but she just won't let go of this business. So I might let it run a few more days, and if it comes down to like 500 grand, I might just get it from her and then just go from there. Or maybe we'll just do it anyway. Leave me your thoughts down in the comments, and make sure also that you are sending me some name ideas, right? Duncan 2, I still don't have a name for that. I will look back at the previous video though, because remember, I record ahead of time. Char Threads, definitely looking for a different name here. I don't like it. I just set it up just because. So definitely looking for that. And I'm thinking probably every other business is good on names at the moment, with the exception of the Best You. I'm not sure about that one. Still don't know about that one. Yeah. I've got empty retail space and empty office spaces and stuff ready to go too. This is the Trumpet Tower, I believe. So, okay. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.